You've probably called a business, right? And heard that voice. Press 1 for sales, press 2 for support.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Happens all the time.
Well, that system, the auto attendant, that's what we're looking at today. We want to get straight to the point and understand how they work and why businesses find them so useful.
Exactly. And our info comes from various articles explaining these systems.
So what's the basic idea? How does it function?
It's essentially um, like a virtual receptionist.
Mm-hmm.
It answers the call automatically.
Okay.
Then it gives you a recorded greeting, offers a menu of options.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, press 1, press 2.
Right.
And based on what you press, it directs your call. Could be to a specific department, maybe voicemail, or sometimes there's an option for a live person too.
Got it. So where do you typically find these systems being used? What kind of phone setups?
They're pretty common across different platforms. Cloud PBX systems often have them built in.
Mm-hmm.
You also see them with traditional PBX systems, especially if they're using VoIP technology.
Okay, so not just the newer cloud stuff.
No, not at all. And they're really useful for small business phone systems too. It's not just a big corporate thing.
That makes sense. So beyond just answering the phone, what are the real tangible benefits? Why bother setting one up?
Well, efficiency is a huge one. They route calls instantly,
Instantly.
pretty much. It cuts down on how long people wait on hold. And, fewer missed calls, which means lives frustration for everyone.
Yeah, I can see that. Waiting for someone to manually transfer you can take ages.
Exactly. So it smooths that out, and it boosts the customer experience overall.
How so?
Well, you get that professional greeting right away. Clear instructions. It feels more organized.
Right, makes a better first impression.
Definitely. Plus, they can operate 24/7. So even if the office is closed, the auto attendant can provide basic info or take a message.
Ah, okay. So extending service hours in a way.
Sort of, yeah,
Ah,
for certain functions. And then there's the cost
I
aspect.
was going to ask about that. Saves money.
It certainly can. By handling those initial calls automatically, you might not need a dedicated full-time receptionist just for answering and directing calls.
Reduces staffing costs, potentially?
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Or frees up staff for other tasks.
Yeah.
And because the routing is automated, you get fewer mistakes like sending a call to the wrong place. That saves time too.
Okay. Efficient, better experience, saves cost. What about growth? If a business expands,
That's another advantage. They're scalable,
meaning?
meaning they can work for a small startup just as well as a large company.
Yeah.
And if you add a new department or open a new office,
Mm-hmm.
it's usually pretty easy to just update the menu options, add press 4 for the new West Coast office or whatever.
Simple enough. Could you walk us through a typical example? What might a caller actually hear?
Sure. A common one would be something like, "Thank you for calling business name.
Okay.
Please select from the following options. Press 1 for sales, press 2 for customer support, press 3 for billing,
Pretty standard.
or press 0 to speak with a representative." That
Mhm.
last one's important.
Always good to have an escape hatch to a real person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It keeps things efficient, but still accessible.
So if a business is setting this up, any best practices, things to keep in mind?
Yeah, definitely. Keep the main menu simple. Don't overwhelm people. Maybe 4 or 5 options max.
Good point.
Use a clear professional voice for the recordings. It affects credibility.
Right.
And like we just said, always offer a way to reach a live person, like pressing 0.
Crucial.
And keep the menu updated. If departments change, the menu needs to change too. Finally, think strategically about where calls go. Does sales really need every sales-related query immediately?
Makes sense. Plan the flow. Now, if someone's choosing a system, what are the key things to look at?
Well, first big decision is cloud versus on-premise. Where does the system actually live?
Okay.
Then VoIP integration, does it work smoothly with their existing or planned phone tech?
Compatibility, right.
And customization options. Do they need multi-level menus where pressing 1 leads to another menu, voicemail features, call forwarding rules?
Lots to consider.
And some systems now have, smarter features, AI, maybe, for more intelligent routing based on what the caller says, not just what they press.
Interesting. Getting quite advanced.
It is, but even the basic systems offer a lot.
So wrapping up, it sounds like auto attendants really do make a difference.
Absolutely. They improve how customers interact with the business, they help manage costs, and they just make call handling much smoother. Really beneficial for businesses of almost any size.
So next time you call a company and share that automated voice, maybe think about your experience. Was it good, bad, why? It probably relates back to some of the things we've talked about today.